Welcome to Working Lunch.
As businesses in England find out if their rates are going up, one charity has found a new way to cut the bills for empty shops and offices. We'll see what it does. Now, every business in England is about to find out what their new rates bill will be. Property values have been completely revalued, and some bills will go down, others will go up, some by as much as 25%.
Well, that includes shops which are standing empty. But one charity has come up with a way of taking over those empty shops and getting rid of most of that rates bill. Simon Gompertz reports.
It's a double whammy for landlords. New business rates have been calculated just when they're being landed with rates bills for abandoned shops and units. 1 in every 7 shops is standing empty at the moment, and it's worse than that on some blighted high streets. And the problem for the property owner is that once it's been empty for a few months, they have to resume paying the business rate in full, in spite of the fact that there's no one there, and that can lead to crippling bills. Enter Shailesh Patel, founder of a charity called Healthy Planet, which encourages people to sponsor threatened land around the world. This used to be a Books Etc. shop.
I think there's something like over 140,000 units that are available, so it's 1 in 7. So even if we got a small tip of that and we got into every town centre across the UK, then we could make a huge difference. And as I say, these are units that are otherwise going to be sitting there derelict and kind of bringing the mood down of the high street a little bit.
So how are you going to use the space?
Well, there's 2 things we're going to do. Firstly, we'll have our own volunteers here on a regular basis so people can come in and have a chat with us and find out what we do.
There's nothing happening so far in the old bookshop, but Shailesh does plan to put it to good use.
So we're looking to get children from West London who are running their own apprentice-style business.
Well, all around here they'll be.
To be here and run their own...
And he qualifies for a massive reduction on his business rate. So all that's left in the bookshop are some empty shelves and some piped music. This is how it works out financially for the charity. First of all, the landlord pays Healthy Planet around 50% of what the business rate bill would have been for an empty property, so that's a donation. And Healthy Planet, the charity, then gets an 80% discount on its business rate bill, so it only pays 20% of it. And there's a crucial final proviso. They agree to a no-notice lease, which gives the landlord the flexibility that they can kick them out at any point.
Yeah, you're right. We will have to move on. We'll just take the posters down, put them in a safe place and use them again. We'll recycle our own posters.
We can make business rate savings through this use of temporary vacancies. We also, though, those posters help to enliven the centre. They're great images, they really cheer the place up.
So it's the same discount that a charity shop would get, but it's not a shop, and the landlord can slot in a lucrative tenant as soon as he finds one. Meanwhile, small businesses which are still trading can apply for rate relief to soften the impact of the revalued business rate, which at this crucial time could mean they see a reduction in what they pay.
Do take care. Bye-bye.
Books for Free is one of Healthy Planet's initiatives. It's about taking books that would otherwise ended up in landfill or being pulped, and we literally give them out for free. We're able to do this through the support of high street locations and landlords giving us their space for free, and also giving us a donation. It's all about raising the level of literacy, saving them from ending up in landfill, and giving them just kind of one more chance of having a life, really.
We wanted to do something that we could give something back to the local community, and we felt that Books for Free was that event. So we very quickly put something together for Easter. Shailesh got everything together and we were able to launch today, giving something back to the community, and I think it's fair to say the children are enjoying themselves.
Land Securities, who own this shopping centre, have kindly donated this space to Healthy Planet rent-free, and they've also made a donation to cover the costs so that we can do this. And also Furnish is here, who sells second-hand furniture as of a couple of weeks from now.
Furnish is a reuse charity. It's furniture reuse. We collect donated furniture from the local community. It's for people that are generally have got nothing and on low income, so they can furnish their home. A Healthy Planet approached us some months back to say, introduce their charity to ourselves and asked if we'd be interested in opening a shop with them. It's an opportunity that Furnish has always wanted to do, but we've never had the opportunity. It's a huge cost. Working with Healthy Planet, we can actually go retail, we can achieve a dream that we've always wanted to do. These are examples of the furniture that people kindly donate to the charity and we can then pass on to our clients. There's a very interesting table here. It's perfectly safe, it's metal, it's glass, it's going to last forever. Again, saving it from landfill.
I just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone for coming today. What we're doing now is we're going to give out books for free. And we're launching with kids' books for free this week. So we have a children's BBC TV star to open the shop. We saved 20 tonnes from landfill already in the last 6 months. And we're hoping to save 50 tonnes this year. So this shop is going to be our first big shop where we're hoping to do this.
Time now, 6:46. We've all got clutter at home we want to get rid of but don't want to chuck in the bin, so a charity called Healthy Planet is offering a less wasteful alternative.
Yes, an event called Stuff for Free is collecting unwanted Christmas presents or anything else going spare and then giving it away for nothing at all. Catherine Nye has been to take a look.
Until a few days ago, this warehouse in West London was completely empty. Now it's filling up with all sorts of stuff. Unwanted Christmas presents, furniture, and thousands upon thousands of books.
Okay for games and things? Games, all right, thank you, yeah. I think we've probably got a box load of games there.
For 11 days, you can come and bring anything that might be cluttering up the house. Maybe you got a nice new toaster for Christmas and you need to get rid of the old one. Then, once it's all been sorted through, like they're doing here, there'll be 3 days when you can come and take anything you want. Tristan and son Lucas live nearby. They've been having a clear out.
We've brought down all sorts of things from the loft that we've just been hoarding for far too long. Things that you don't play with anymore, things that we don't need anymore, and that somebody else could make good use of. So rather than just it cluttering up our loft, we've now got rid of it, which is great.
Well, if you can give any one of these books an opportunity to have another life, to be reused, then that's got to be better than recycling. So, for example, to pulp any one of these books takes the equivalent effort of what 1 gallon of petrol can do for your car.
This empty space was donated by the landlord in a deal struck with the charity running the event.
Well, the landlord is trying to let the unit, but whilst it's empty, he's paying business rates on it. So if we go in as a charity, we get a reduction on those business rates. So he's actually better off financially by giving us the space.
The aim is to try and reduce the huge amount we waste every day.
In West London alone, we send something like 450,000 tonnes of waste, of rubbish to landfill. So we're talking 7 trains a week, 66 carriages per train just heading off to a hole in the ground. That's an awful lot of stuff. I mean, we're stood here in a warehouse today full of items that someone thought were waste, were rubbish, that they didn't have a value. But that old phrase, one man's trash, another man's treasure, a lot of the things in here still have value to somebody else.
We have 1 drum kit.
Organisers stress that those who need these items the most may not have anything to donate, so you don't have to give to take away a freebie. Catherine Nye, BBC News, West London.